Hello YouTube. Okay, so got a few battles for you with BK PokéDay. Whoop! And also some other notices that I'm going to go into. First of all, this will be the last recorded Pokemon video that I'll upload until I get a capture card for my DS. I am just not satisfied with the quality that I'm putting out for the videos. The mic quality is brilliant. The video quality not so much. I'm not happy with it. So this time we're doing Battle Maze on 2v2s and well, multi-battle, same thing really. He's got his size on, I've got my Coffee, and they're leading with a Nidoking and Hippowdon, and he just loves to hit his own Pokemon. I go for the Will-O-Wisp on Nidoking because most Nidokings generally tend to be physical, except my Nidoking, which is completely special, but that's just mine. Goes for the Quick Attack again because Quick Attack with Technician is quite powerful. Goes for the Bulldoze again, hitting his teammate, but obviously because he's burnt he's not going to do anything anymore. I go for the knockoff because I wonder what item he has. He had the King's Rock, so obviously the AI were trying to get flinches on us. And considering Nidoking was so speedy, it could have been possible. Obviously it won't outspeed a Scizor, but it did a damn good job trying. Down goes Nidoking, still got that Hippowdon up, setting up yawns on everyone. This Hippowdon was really weird, it didn't have Sandstream, so I didn't know what ability it had. And I'm not sure if it comes with Big Jaw or something. Out comes the Rhyperior, which at this moment is going to be very effective against Tom's Dragonite. Sets up with the Dragon Dance because that's what you should always do, especially if you've got Marvel Scale, because you're just going to half any attack that they do. Apologies for that. Goes for the Stone Edge and luckily it misses because that would have done quite a bit of damage. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, I'm just spamming it even though I'm asleep, hoping for the Wake Up to burn him to reduce that damage. Extreme Speed now, just to try and get that hit with a +1, does a fair amount. Goes for the Stone Edge, and this is where the burn comes in play because it didn't do as much as it could have. He's got the Weakness Poly, so that's going to boost his attack a decent amount. I've got Hex, because Hex and Will-O-Wisp is a good combo. Goes for the Whirlwind on me for some strange reason. I honestly have no idea why Hippowdon does that, but out comes Hellshock. Hellshock is my Mega Blastoise with Water Pulse and Dark Pulse, because you know Mega Launcher is quite good. I do need to rebreed him to give him Aura Sphere, but that's just getting round to doing it. Obviously I'm going to go for the Water Pulse on Rhyperior, even though thinking back I should have probably gone for Hippowdon because he's got the Whirlwind and the Yawn, and that's just irritating. I mean, who gives Whirlwind to a Hippowdon anyway? So obviously Tom's going for Roost to get that Marvel Scale back up. I go for the Water Pulse. At this point, Blastoise just picks up the broom and he starts to sweep. Definitely somewhat the MVP this game. Out comes the Aggron, which, again, another weird one. Because he's got Raw. So he goes for a Dragon Dance for some reason, but it's not going to matter because that Aggron's just going to Raw. And always go, those stats just go. Gunther doesn't have Sword Stance. He's just going to go for the Bullet Punches here. I'm going to keep trying to attack until I wake up. Out comes the Roar again on me, which is good for me. I think I actually misclick and go for Hex here. Or do I go for Willow? Yeah, I went for Willow. There is one time when I accidentally go for Hex and it doesn't do as much, I don't think. Or unless this is another battle that it happens in. No, I still go for the Willow. And I'm recording this a day after I played it, so, you know, I should be able to remember what I did, but apparently not. I think it's here I go for the Hex and finish it off. Oh yeah, Metal Burst. I've never seen this attack before and it looks really cool. So that, lady and gentlemen, was that battle. We've got two more. Same teams. Chef Florentine and Girl Titiana. Leafeon and Umbreon. Now this is a good combo. This video was recorded because it shows the downside of having Mummy. So while all this is going on, I'll just explain that what I will be doing instead is I'll be pumping out 2 different Let's Plays with extra videos, one after another. This Friday will be non-stop Dark Souls 2. I am going to stream it on Friday and record at the same time. And what this means is I'm going to record it for about 15-minute intervals, depending, and I will also upload them the next day, or set them to upload as soon as I can. I'll leave the link to my Twitch in the description, and I'll also put a link up somewhere. And I hope you guys look forward to that, because I am extremely hyped for Dark Souls 2 right now. After Dark Souls 2, I'll be recording and playing South Park: The Stick of Truth, because I've seen that and that looks hilarious. It won't be censored, just letting you know. And at this point, both Umbreon and Leafeon have got Mummy. Unfortunately, Sizor got money when he bullet punched Leafeon, which was my fault, and we realised Mummy is a bit of a backfire for us. You'll see Dragonite gets Mummy as well because he goes for Outrage, and of course it goes for the Umbreon instead of the Swampert, and then it goes for Swampert. But I think Outrage works where it targets the Pokemon in front of you rather than the one you want it to. But as I was saying, and on top of that, I am starting to play StarCraft 2 with a few friends, so I might record that at some point. I've got a lot planned of what I want to record, and I do have the quality on Xbox to record in HD, so that's what I'm going to do. And with this new mic, I will be completely happy with these videos. So there you go, there's the Outrage hitting Swampert, and then a berry that I've never heard of, the Jabaka berry? Or the Jabaka berry? Yeah, I've never heard of the berry that does damage, nor do I see any point to it. It just doesn't seem useful, and obviously a Shadow Ball from a Gengar is going to take me down. Apologies. Oh dear. So, out comes Hellshock. Oh, someone's got stuck in the throat there. Who's got Dark Pulse, but I don't think he's going to get it off. Because obviously Dragonite being a boss, but he does get it off, he just finishes him up. Dragonite taking him down to his sash, which is good news. But unfortunately Dragonite goes down because he has got the Mummy, and out comes the Dark Pulse just to finish him off. Also guys, I do still have a competition running for a free Darkrai plus a Uxie or a Landorus. It basically means you get a guaranteed Darkrai with Uxie or Thundurus. It's really simple. That it's not a competition. It's a giveaway. I missaid it in the video. Because all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and literally it's that simple. We recorded this video because 1, his battery were dying, and 2, this is where Mummy Ghost becomes helpful, sort of. And we've never seen this moveset used before on Pokemon, especially with the AI, and it does get you thinking because it's quite a good moveset. Uses the Fling on the King's Rock to Scizor, and then the Toxic Orb to me, which is weird. So I'm poisoned, I go for the knockoff. Obviously me going last doesn't help, but the knockoff would have helped if I went first. He goes for the Bullet Punch, because now that he's got the King's Rock he might be able to get a flinch. Uses Thief! Takes my Spooky Plate, but he loses Technician. Goes for Encore, and all they were going to do was Bullet Punch anyway, so it doesn't exactly matter. I go for the Willow because obviously Ambipoms are physical, and obviously if I can lower their damage then that's just a bonus. I will leave a link to the giveaway video in the description as well. So I honestly say at 10 o'clock Friday, 10 o'clock AM British GMT will be the day that I'm streaming Dark Souls 2 for as long as I play that game, and I will be recording it every step of the way. It will be a complete blind recording because I cannot wait for that game. Goes for the Bullet Punch on Slacking, flings the Spooky Plate back at me, which I'm like, okay, cheers. Goes for the Encore. I was just going to continuously use Pain Split anyway. I use Pain Split on Slacking because they usually generally tend to have high HP, and obviously he did if it took me back up to over half. Obviously that Toxic is slowly destroying me though. Goes for the Bullet Punch on Slacking again. Oh, getting so close to taking him out, and it's just that Ambipom is becoming a nuisance for me. Obviously I can't use Hex on him because he's a normal type. I go for Pain Split, I lose a HP point. Just one. Don't know why. Just one. And down I go. At this point I don't mind going down because he did a lot of work. Out comes Hellshock, who's obviously going to Mega. I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. Because at this point we can just... Obviously a Bullet Punch is going to take down Slacking, and a Dark Pulse will take down Ambipom. But no, goes for the U-turn, the clever so-and-so. And I have to admit that was a very clever tactic. But out comes Snorlax, and at this point I wish I could Will-O-Wisp him. So it wasn't the Dark Pulse I went for, it was Water Pulse, but it was still a Pulse move regardless. Carrying the Citrus, because you know, most Pokemon like that do. I go for the Skull trying to get the burn, and you know what? I got the burn. Has Wild Charge. I don't remember that, but I don't remember it because it didn't do as much damage as I thought it did. But again, he was burned in all fairness. Goes for the Bullet Punch because, you know, we were just absolutely tearing it up in there. Me and Tom, we generally tend to work good as a team anyway. He is the only one that's my rival. Goes for the fake out on me. I don't know why me and not Sizor, because Sizor's the bigger threat, but he lost anyway. So thanks for that, guys. Thanks for watching the Pokemon videos I've been putting out. If you still want to see more that are this quality, then let me know, because I'm not happy with it, but if you guys like watching these videos, I will put them out. But apart from that, it's going to be mainly Dark Souls 2 once Friday hits. And by mainly, I mean it's just going to be Dark Souls 2 until I complete that game. But you're going to watch it, start to finish, every death, everything. Just absolutely everything. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.